one of the most popular recommendations for solo EKs, and one of the few spawns I didn't try myself. Let's talk about the Sea Serpents. This spawn is accessed through a bot in Sparkground, but you need to do some questing beforehand, which is a simple quest but a bit annoying to do. First, you need to get 5 of each type of fish: normals, green perches, northern pike, and rainbow trouts. All of these tend to be available in the market, but if they're not, you can loot them from Chacoyas or by fishing on ice. Both of these options are slow, and ideally you should put market offers and wait. Once you have the items, then take the south boat into Sparkground port, ask for a mission to Captain Hava, then tell him bait 4 times for him to take each of the 5 types of fish. Once he takes them, then say hunt yes, and you will be teleported to another boat. Here say hi, trade to the captain, and buy 100 baits. Now the quest consists of leading him towards where the sea serpents are. Use one at the crane and then go down, enter the teleport and use the telescope, and some messages will appear. If you don't have a sea serpent on site, continue using it. There is 4 different messages that will hint towards the direction. Once you see any of them, pay attention to the last sentence. From that, you will need to tell the captain to go straight, starboard, larboard, or speed. And now you gotta repeat these over and over. Use the telescope, tell the captain what to do, place a new bait, and repeat. This can take 1 to 10 minutes or more. It's all up to luck. Once you succeed, you receive this message followed by a quest log updated. With that, you gain permanent access to the Sea Serpent spawns, for which you need to equip a Helmet of the Deep or Depth Kalia and jump on the water north or south. These take you to different spawns. The north one was the first to be introduced and is worse compared to the newer spawn. I still gave that one a chance, and with a level 150, skills of 84 and no imbuements, the best experience I got was 700k raw. And this spawn is easier to hunt, so even level 90s could, as long as they have high skills and proper imbuements. Otherwise, I will go for at least level 120. That aside, let's talk about the one people are referring to when they talk about the Sea Serpents nowadays. Right off the start, with the same character, I was doing 100k raw more, but for this one, I do recommend over 130 for the ultimate health potions in dangerous situations. It also depends on your skills, but for me, I was doing this at level 150 with no imbuements and bad skills. But moving on, the spawn itself has 2 floors, and both are needed because the respawn rate is a bit slow, so one of them is not enough. But what I was doing was just a few pulls on the first floor rather than do it both entirely, and this is how I did the lap. Levitate down from the start and go clockwise to the east. On the second pull, I levitate back up to the first floor and lure monsters out, getting one pull with about 5 to 6 serpents, and then levitate back down to continue the lap east and do 2 pulls on the way to the south area, and then once again I levitate up. Here I do 1 pull right away, then 1 to the far south and 1 last one to the northwest, making a triangle that leads me back to where I levitated, but this time I go back down and continue the lap on -2. From here onwards I don't levitate back up, instead keep going north, stopping in about 3 to 4 pulls that lead me back to the start of the lap. Once I had found this lap, the experience was of around 950k raw, with level 150 no imbuements and bad skills. Then later on, when I got myself some imbuements, 1 tier 1 and tier 3 mana leech, crit tier 1 and no life leech, level 164 with the skills 85, the experience went up to over 1k, close to 1.1. I also did add one more pull, which I think is optional, but it works nicely. It's on the second pull of -2, levitate to the right side, and here you find a quick 4 to 5 serpent pull, then go back down and resume the normal lap. Now, after trying it out myself quite a bit, with a weak character of course, I still don't think it's good enough to compete with other alternatives on the same level range, especially since it doesn't have good loot and you will be wasting. You need to have good skills to make this work, and that will also make the other spawns doable. I think it's a good spot that often just gets contested by knights, so that's a plus, and it's great for getting points on the killing in the name of quest, which is one of the reasons I hunt here. But besides that, I will personally just hunt it for the bestiary, which is pretty good as the kill count of sea serpents and young serpents is even, and then when you finish them, just head somewhere else. But if you're not sure where to go, check out my playlist for solo nights. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Tuna Hero, Nightstar and Turtle Slasher.